the importance of education, e-skills, vocational training system, entrepreneurial spirit injecting into society. These strikingly high numbers of unemployed are a strong message to European policymakers that indeed targeted policies are needed.
Europe is a very nice place to start up because there is social security and a safety net to save you if you are fail.
What do you think about the question that was actually raised somehow by Professor Guerreros about targeted skilled immigration?
I totally agree with your point and the need in Europe for more policies of actually create more mobility.
I'd be interested to hear from the panel in general. Do they believe low taxation incentives for companies or for employers could have a benefit in terms of tackling youth unemployment issues?
The general principle that we rely mainly on taxing work, I think we have to ask the question if this is the right model for the future.
What would be the ideas from the panel how to improve the situation of how to actually tap funds on a European level also when we want to have a single market?
I think the risk for unemployment is really low if you speak the languages and if you have a good e-skills.
People who will drop off of school are almost by definition the jobless generation of the future.
We should recognize that the European Investment Fund has recently taken some very interesting initiatives. It is the European Angel Fund. I think it already works in Germany and now they're starting in Austria. So co-investment schemes from the European Investment Fund and the local business angels, as well as the Jeremy initiative for subsidized seed financing organizations in many European countries.
In Portugal, we have lowered the income tax for actually skilled migrants that come to Portugal, and the experience so far is very good.
I think this vocational training system that basically consists of two pillars, a school training and training on the job, which are happening at the same time.
The problem is really with the low-skilled labor. So we try to upgrade the people, give them individual coaching, give them training. The other thing you could do is try to subsidize that low-skilled labor for the youth and for others again, by defiscalizing as much as possible that labor or by diminishing the social contributions on that.
We need knowledge-intensive entrepreneurship of new dynamic companies who aim to grow and create quality job positions. Together with that, we need the European startup model, which will be based very much on sustainability. That's the new keyword for European startup entrepreneurship, versus domination, which is probably the American model.
What we actually did in Portugal was to look at these two types of contracts and try to harmonize those to be able to put fairness in the game. And that's, for me, key in all European countries.
We heard a lot of good ideas and also that there is a lot of competences still present in Europe and within the European population to make indeed this employment challenge a reality and make it happen together again, everybody active on that labor market. Although we learned that it should be a step-by-step approach and that implementation does matter and that it is the objective to set companies free to create jobs was also something we took with us. And then the importance of social dialogue, getting everybody on board when making difficult reforms, both in the public as private sector, was the importance to explain indeed the reforms that are necessary and the values behind these reforms. So at least these were some of the takeaways for myself. I hope you enjoyed the debate. Thanks to all the panelists for that debate.